Hey everybody, Steve Ritter's the Colonel, checking in. How are you today? Welcome back, neighbor. So I'm here in the kitchen solo now, so the ravishing Mrs. Ritter and I are having to figure out this empty nest thing. And so I don't have Bella here, not only to not be able to help film, so I'm having to use the camera stand. Holds it real steady, which I know some of you have said, you know, you kind of like the today with a lot of the TV shows you see. It's like sometimes I'll sit and watch those things and I'm like, God, I start getting seasick watching it because the camera's like always moving, right? So that's a little bit of the effect we were going for. Not really, just we have real shaky hands, I guess. But got the camera stand now, holding the camera nice and steady, not moving at all. See that? See? So what we're going to make today is just a super easy marinara sauce. Nice, authentic Italian style marinara sauce. This works out real nice. We plan to have this with tomorrow. So what is it about tomato sauce like that the next day it's even better? I don't know what it is. I think it's just the acids and the flavors just gel together more during the night maybe. I think the tomato elves come and get in the refrigerator and ding, touch it and make it better. Think that's what it is? I don't know. Let me know what you think. So ingredients down below, directions down below. It's super easy. You know, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, and also don't forget that little bell there down in the bottom right corner, probably right down below here. Just click on that. That way you'll know the next time we post a video. So everybody's doing good. Bella's doing good. She's into her second week of school now, so we'll see how that goes. She says it's starting to get a little busier now. So anyway, so I'm going to reset the camera here since I'm having to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to reset the camera. Super easy marinara sauce coming up. Stand by one. Okay, the first thing we need to do is crush some garlic. Now, a lot of the Italians you talk with and everything that you see on the cooking shows, they'll talk about that Italians don't really ever mince or dice their garlic. They crush it. So we're going to try to do that today. You can see the wrap it comes in. If it's real dry, let's see if I can get this. If it's real dry, it'll peel right off. But what you're going to do is just take a nice big flat knife, put the flat side down on it, and crush it, right? And just smush it flat. So now I peeled that one. The easiest thing to do is just to take the garlic that's still in all that paper and just crush it yourself with that on. Smush it flat. Don't be bashful. Just smush it flat. And then this paper just peels right off just like that. So just set that to the side. I'm going to put the crushed garlic in a bowl here, so hopefully it won't stink up the kitchen too much. And just go ahead and crush. Now the recipe I'm putting below uses just a simple, probably enough for 2 people. It's a uses 6 cloves of garlic. I'm going to double that today because I want to have a little bit extra for one and be able to freeze a little bit. So you know what? I'll take all that back. I'm gonna post the recipe for what I'm actually doing down below. So it's basically, so if you want less than this, you can have it. You can adjust the recipe to fit your needs. Simple ratios work out real nice. So again, don't be bashful. Just crush that sucker. Smush them flat. Nothing like fresh garlic. So, yeah, everything's doing well. We're still got a lot of heat around here in South Carolina. Still hot and it is humid. It's like sticking your head in a dryer right after it finishes. You get that hot, wet air. That's what it's like outside right now. We've had this has been a nice wet summer. So can't complain because of the rain, but man, it's humid. So especially we were up in Tennessee seeing Arlene's mom, looking at some places up there around Knoxville. and it sure was nice up there. Not too humid, a little bit, but the temperatures, of course, were super nice, and it was awful nice. So I crushed up about 12 cloves of garlic, and get all this paper off of it. There. Now that I've got that, now I'm going to transfer this over to and we're going to brown these up. So stand by one. All right, I'm back. So about that's probably about 2 to 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Here's what I used from Costco, the old Kirkland brand. So use that, and then I'm going to take my cloves of garlic and just drop it in. We'll brown them up. Now you don't want to burn them. You want to overcook them. So I got them on medium heat. So what we're looking for is the description's a cappuccino brown. So how's that for an Italian description? So just looking to brown these up nice. Now, while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead. I've got 2 28-ounce cans of whole tomatoes. So these are San Marzano tomatoes. Now I don't know what it is about Italian tomatoes. Well, actually I do know what it is. They say it's the volcanic soil in Italy that give the tomatoes such a good taste, because the soil's a little more acidic. Tomatoes like that acid. So I'm going to go ahead and prep these. I'm going to open these up so that I'm ready when the time comes. So I've got these garlic cloves just browning on medium heat. So should be just looking to brown them up. Not looking to burn them or crisp them up or anything. Man, there's nothing like garlic sauteing and olive oil. Yeah. Okay, we'll brown these up a little bit more, and how long these will take? Probably not long, just a few minutes. They're already starting to brown up now, so you can see the color in them. They're starting to brown up a little bit. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and add my tomatoes now. So we're going to add our 20. These are whole plum tomatoes. We just add these in. Woo! That's hot. Right in. All right. Get these out of the way. Well, now we want to just kind of cook these down. Cook this down until the sauce thickens up and it gets less watery. So it's probably going to be about 10 minutes or so that we'll leave this on medium heat for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. And we'll do that. This is kind of what it's looking like. So the tomatoes in there, you're probably in there going, man, that's going to be some chunky sauce. Well, it'll break down, and we'll smash these down when the time comes. So, but in the meantime, so about 10 minutes from now, or about 10 to 15 minutes or so, we'll come back and take our next step. So we'll be right back. All right, so that's been about 15 minutes or so, and as I usually do, I forgot to show you. I added a big pinch of black pepper and some salt here. So this pink Himalayan. Here's the nutrition facts. I don't know if I meant to show you that there. So pink Himalayan salt, some salt, pepper, big pinch to taste. Okay, so about 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is put our last little bit of olive oil in. So we'll put about another teaspoon or two in. It's about good right there. And I'm going to turn the heat up to high now. And I'm going to just kind of keep stirring. And what I want to do now is, you see these tomatoes are just starting to break down. I'm going to go ahead and see this one here. It's kind of coming apart. I'm going to just mash all these tomatoes now and kind of smush them up as I stir. So I've got it on high now. Just kind of breaking it down. It's pretty easy, this sauce here. And it smells amazing. I tell you, I love that garlic. If you, some options that I was thinking of during the break there is, well, what if I don't have nice canned Italian tomatoes? Well, I mean, I guess regular tomatoes, canned tomatoes would work fine. And now here's another question is, well, what about fresh tomatoes? Obviously, you know, fresh would be fine. Ironically enough, from what I've read, that the cans actually, for this recipe, is a little bit better because the flavor is a little more condensed and compacted. So, that was so. What you see the oil? You see the oil on the top here? What I'm looking for is when this oil turns red with the tomato sauce. That's what I'm looking for. So it's going to be about 3 to 5 minutes is when this should be done. So I'm going to keep stirring and smushing, trying to get in. I don't know if you notice, I got my apron on here. I'm learning, finally. You know, especially cooking tomatoes. You want to have the apron on so I don't get it on my clothes. Like that, huh? I'm learning. And the ravishing Mrs. Ritter still wonders that. She figures after 27 years you'd think I'd learn that now, you know, but I know. This really man, this really smells good. Hope everybody's, is everybody getting back to work now? Or able to get back to work, or some semblance of normal life? I kind of gotten to where, you know, I mean, I just, you know, a lot of places now say, well, you know, please wear a mask. And I'm like, you know, I guess at this point I'm like, I'll wear it in and just to kind of keep things going. And I think we're on the back side of this, though. I do. I still see the oil on there. Looking for it to turn. Get back to some semblance of the way it was. Travel and all. I mean, just trying to smash up these big pieces here. Benjamin's priding himself on saving money now, so he sent us a picture of his savings account and how much he saved. Well, the thing is, and I don't know if he gets this from me. I think it's mostly from his mom. He's pretty he's OCD about that, but he likes nice, even numbers in his bank account, right? So probably shouldn't give this away because he might be watching this, but we thought it'd be pretty funny to go on and occasionally make a deposit on his behalf of some odd number, like $1.19 or something, just to throw his numbers off, because he deposits like goofy numbers to try to get exact even numbers in his savings account, which just kind of cracks me up. You can still see this oil here. It looks like the color's changing on it now. You can see you can see the oil here is starting to turn red, which lets you know when this is done. And I think that this is just about done. So at the very end here, and went out in my garden in the front yard. I got probably 10 to 15 basil leaves, and I just rough cut these up. Drop this in here right at the end. Just incorporate this in a little bit. And I think that, based on the fact the oil is all red now, you kind of see that. Get a spoon, see if I can show you. Yeah, see that? The oil is red, so methinks that we're done. So I'm going to let this cool down a little bit and try some for you so you can see, taste test it. Like taste tester for the king. Make sure, you know, I don't drop dead or anything. I'm still here after those preserved lemons that I had in my Persian chicken the other day. So either I got a really good stomach or, you know, those onions weren't so bad. So we'll be right back. All right, so I'll let this cool down a little bit. So I'm going to try this. Now, you could pull this off now and you know, that's so good. Might need a touch more salt, but yeah, just a touch more salt. Now, as with most things, the longer you cook it, the better. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this on the back burner and simmer it for just probably another 15 minutes or so. Turn it off, put it in the fridge for tomorrow, and then reheat it with our for our spaghetti that we're going to have. And I think it's going to turn out pretty good. So that's super easy marinara. Hope you like it. And again, appreciate everything. Look down below for directions and recipe, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Until then, it's the Colonel saying over and out.